Hey guys, What's5 here with episode number 3 of the Nice career mode. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always we're kicking off with the player of the episode from the previous episode, and that is going to be Guerri. Great performance in the last episode, and I'll tell you now, for next episode there is only one candidate through this episode who is going to win it. And you will see very quickly after we go through transfer deadline day. Not too many incomings, and I'll say it now, not too many outgoings. I wanted to keep the Nice squad. You can see there, Palmer is the only player we've actually brought in, and that was because of the swap deal with Dolberg. Apart from that, we haven't signed anyone or sold anyone. And I just wanted to keep the squad as it is and wait till January to make any signings, because I think as it is, the 4-4-2 is working quite nicely for us. Obviously, we've had a few iffy results, not doing the best in the league, but the performances have been good. Results haven't been the best, but performances, I think, have been good. So as the clock strikes down, there is an offer here for Budoi from Borussia Dortmund, but we are going to look to keep him. We also rejected an offer from Ajax for him, and that is the transfer window slammed shut. And as I said, there is only one player in today's episode who deserves to be player of the episode, awarded to him in the next one. And it might surprise you who it is, but we'll find out at the end of the episode who it is. But as we come into this one against FC Nantes, they have some good players. They've signed Benteke, and they also play a 5 at the back. And the last thing you want to do to a team that plays 5 at the back is go down early on, because they're going to sit back and they are going to just counter-attack. 4 minutes after they scored, I thought I'd given away a penalty. Thankfully, it was just a free kick that Blas put wide of the post. But we were very close to giving away a penalty, and just the whole game kind of being over 15 minutes into it. You know, we arrived for nothing as Perrin strikes it straight down the throat of Lafont. If only it was this good for us at Fulham. But just before the half-an-hour mark, another chance for ourselves as Delort plays the ball through to the player of the episode, Guerri, the two kind of former player of the episodes linking up. Unfortunately, again, Lafont. This isn't the Fulham Lafont. You know, the Fulham Lafont would have let that in, and he would have kind of just let the whole defence down. But you got to live, you got to learn, you got to move on. And obviously, we kicked him out the Fulham team, brought in Dean Henderson, who won us the Champions League. So, you know, just moving on. But a chance here again for FC Nantes, as thankfully Thuram gets back, defends nicely. Atal plays it through to Kluivert, hits him in the back, forces the turnover. Cyprien is there. He finds Benteke, who finds Bayo, who thankfully has his shot saved by Benitez and is denied the chance of doubling Nantes' lead. And if we can bring this one into half-time, 1-0 to the good, 1-1 would be perfect, but just with that 1 goal margin would be fine. And that's exactly what we do. As we come into the second half, Castillejo finds Marin. We lose the ball in a dangerous area in the midfield. Benteke over the top to Blas. And a kind of delicate, lofted, finessed shot over the top of Benitez means we are 2-0 down in this one. And things are not looking good as Thuram loses the ball in the midfield to Cyprien. Cyprien finds Chiravela. He finds Blas. Blas finds Benteke, who at the time I thought was offside, but unfortunately for ourselves, he was not. And we're 3-0 down in a click of the second half. We conceded twice, and we're 3-0 down. Could almost have been 4-0 down, but Karicha is going to play it to the back post. Benteke is going to win his header, and we are 4-0 down. Benteke has 2 goals in this one, and he's tore us a new one. We'll say that. We've got to try and fight back though. We've got time. We have time. We have about 25 minutes to get 4 goals. Knowing our attack, it's possible. And with Perrin charging through, striking it past Lafont, we now have to go 3 goals. And you know, it's looking more and more unlikely as the minutes tick past. But from kickoff, we win back possession. We're looking to charge forward as Bouadani, the man that had the offer from Borussia Dortmund, plays it to Perrin. Perrin finds it to Guerri, and that is why he is the player of the episode, because he finishes in the vital moments. 70 minutes into the game, we need to get 2 more goals to get back in this one. There's a little 1-2 between Claude Maurice and Kluivert. Cyprien dives in. Cyprien takes out Claude Maurice. They're down to 10 men. Things are going in our favour. 7 minutes on the clock. We need 2 goals. If we can get one here, we can definitely come back in this game. As Maurice finds Perrin. Perrin finds the side netting. And if that had gone in, I really do think we could have got a comeback in that one. But unfortunately, it did not. And unfortunately, we do lose 4-2 to FC Nantes. So great performance from them. Unfortunately for ourselves, though, quite disappointing to concede 4 to them. But got to bounce back. We return to the Allianz Riviera. And we are taking on Monaco in this one. Another early chance here for Perrin. Strikes it straight down the throat of Nubel. That's one thing he's maybe got to improve upon, is his finishing. But 15 minutes in, it goes for the Scorpion. Just wide of the post again, though, Perrin. The next Henri, as we described him in the previous episode. You know, he's that tall, French, but elegant, great finishing. Just that, yeah, great finishing is all he needs. And then he's on that Henri course, potentially. But again, Nubel saving Monaco in this one. That maybe the finishing of the team in general needs to improve, because we could potentially have been 3-0 up in this one had finishing been slightly better. As the ball's whipped in, Diop goes for the header, doesn't quite work out. We look to counter-attack with Perrin, but he loses the ball out to Chouameni, one of the best defensive midfielders in Europe right now. And it is inevitable. Ben Yedder is the one that scores against us 32 minutes into the game. Not what you want, but Golovin down this right-hand side. We can't sleep on our laurels. It hits the crossbar. How fortunate could you get? Header from Perrin, deflects again off of Chouameni. Fabregas back to him, and Ben Yedder again. Even more luck. The deflection off Benitez, can't get a hand to it, and Ben Yedder has an open net to slot the ball into. And as I said, we could have been 3-0 up. We're actually 2-0 down going into half-time. But thankfully, as I've said before, if we just get the finishing out, we can do this. As Perrin puts it just wide of the post. It's the youngsters, you know, you got to let them do this kind of stuff because they are young. And you know, if he's doing stuff like this when he's this young, imagine when he's got his finishing on lock. Imagine when he is a better player. He will be scoring goals for fun. As Justin Kluivert plays it into him, he goes for the bicycle kick, doesn't quite work out. Guerreri strikes it into the back of the net. It's another goal for him in today's episode. Another goal for him this season. But a chance here for them. Thankfully, Benitez charges out, collects the ball, and he's just going to power bomb it up to field. Guerreri is quicker than all this Monaco defence. He's stronger than Aguilar. He's through one-on-one. He's just going to cut inside, back outside, mugs off the defender, plays it inside. Perrin's shot is saved by Nubel. And he is being their man in the match so far. I know Ben Yedder's got 2 goals, but Nubel has definitely denied 3 or 4 potential goals for ourselves. As Rosario finds Delort finds Perrin. Perrin out wide to Ital. We've got 15 minutes to get 1 goal. Inside the Kluivert. He actually wins the header against Cairo Henrique. He holds it down. He knocks it inside. Perrin strikes it at the near post. And he finally gets his goal. 2-2 after being 2-0 down. The comeback is exactly what we deserved in this one. We deserved to win it, maybe I should say. But a point is a point. We'll take it in our fight up the table. Obviously, the board only want us to get mid-table this season. I'm pushing for maybe Conference League and the kind of integration of youth into the team. I think we should be able to do that. As we come into the final game of today's episode, we're taking on Lorient away from home. And they're a team we should be beating. I think they're bottom of the league at the time of us playing them. With Perrin taking the ball in his stride like that and finishing like that. He has taken the advice. 23 minutes into the game, our youngster makes it 1-0 to OGC Nice. Brilliant finish from the young French striker. But we're not done there because 38 minutes into the game, Kluivert finds Delort. Delort backs to Kluivert. Obviously, Guerri's not playing in this game. He's a bit tired. He was low on stamina. That doesn't matter though when Perrin is finishing like that into the top corner. Past the keeper. 40 minutes into the game. He's got the brace. He has the whole second half to try and get that third to bring home the match ball. The first hat-trick of the series. But before we get to half-time, a chance here for Lorient. We're going to give away a silly free kick, should I say, with Todibo. Obviously, I don't think I need the 2-man wall. We place the man inside, and they go and do that. All the bicycle kicks and scorpions and scissor kicks that Perrin has attempted in this episode, and we go and concede one against bottom of the table Lorient. But when he's not scoring, he's assisting, as Perrin gets the assist for Thuram's goal, his first goal of the season. With 3-1 to the good, we've restored the 2-goal lead. But we need that third goal with Perrin to get the hat trick to bring home the match ball. And with Bard charging down this left-hand side, plays it inside to Claude Maurice. There is so much space for Perrin, and he just stops himself just past the penalty spot, and he slots it, passes it basically, into that bottom corner. 4-1. That is the game wrapped up. That is the match ball coming home with Perrin. As you can see, Charles Perrin, number 30. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.